Hey, what's good, you too? Hope y'all having a good day so far. I know I am. It is currently 12:48. Stark contrast from the 4:20 we pulled yesterday. But before I get into it,
Our struggles are short-term steps we must take on our way to long-term success.
Embrace the struggle, embrace the storm, ask for it. Because that is equipping you to be able to have the character to withstand the success that you're gonna get. In every situation, if you get it before you've earned it, you're not gonna keep it.
Right.
So the struggle is earning it.
Absolutely.
bro, ain't that so beautiful? Like, how everything just comes together so perfectly. And it's, you know, it's remarkable, really. When you look at your life and, you begin to understand and develop, wisdom and awareness, you really start to realize just how, good life can be. As I look at my stats, I mean, tomorrow we're going to go over the full numbers, but I was specifically looking at my Shopify. As you guys may or may not know, I sell clothes. Not just clothes, posters, wall art, all that. But I took a look, and it said, like, so far today we only got 3 people who came to the site. And I was like, all right, let me look at my 7-day forecast, basically. And in the last 7 days, we had 18 people that came to the site and browsed around. Though there were no, add to carts or initiated checkouts, I began to feel a bit discouraged. I was like, man, like, yes, we did just start, promoting and pushing out the clothes recently. I want to say January, February, March, April, May. I'll be getting my buzz mixed up. Still got to do them on my hands. But I want to say around like April or May is when we started to promote it. And, but like, we all feel, at least, let me not say we all, me, whenever I start something, I want to like be the best at it. I want to figure it out, get a down pack engine, just pedal to the metal. But, as I continue to age and grow, I start to realize more and more that is not always the case. Maybe younger, when I was younger, and the situations that I would get myself into, the things that I would try and complete and achieve were a bit more, I guess you could say, simple, a bit more straightforward. So, with that mindset that I had, I was able to, continue to run with it. But growing a business, making money online, trying to convince other people that you have something worth their hard-earned money is not as simple and straightforward as, some may think. I may have thought. And, I'm just like, we at times should take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Whatever it is, for me, it's my clothing brand. For me, it's the content. For you, it may be something else. For you, it may be a promotion. It may be getting a dream job, going back to college. Whatever it is, it is almost an integral part of life that we will encounter setbacks, we will encounter struggle, especially when we are in the ascension phase, from going from one point to another. Friction is almost unavoidable, especially when you're trying to, change and grow. You have your old ideas, your old ways of thinking and perceiving life. And when you try to, advance, there will be points in time where it's old you versus new you. Old you is, making up these excuses, wanting you to fall back into old habits and old ways. And new you is saying, hey, we're on something else. We're on something completely different now. That is old news. And, you're going to have this friction. Not just that, but in life itself. For instance, the content you're going to encounter. Posting time and time again. And days, weeks, seeing little to no progress. But if we can pause, take a step back, and look at the full scope of the situation, the full scope of, what we're trying to accomplish, and realize that the struggle, the bad days, the friction, it is all necessary for us to grow. Without pain, there is no gain. Without a test, there can be no testimony. And I feel like growing up, or should I say a lot of us, we would like to just put our mind to something, start working on it, and accomplish it like that. That would be nice. It would be nice for me to wake up and say, you know what? I want to be a YouTuber. First video out the gate, boom, takes off. Next video, boom, takes off, and now I'm rolling. It would be nice. But the things that you learn, the skills that you acquire during that phase of posting and not seeing what you want to see, I mean, it don't get no better than that. I've said before, like, there's a difference between, me telling you, hey, 2 times 2 is 4. Bro, why did I say that and doubt instantly came into my mind? Hold up. I'm not stupid. Hold up. 2 times 2 is 4, right? Because 2 plus 2 is 4. What the fuck? Yo, I swear I paid attention in school. I graduated with a 4.0. But, college, it dropped to like a 3.5, 3.6, something like that. Anyways, cause saying that, hold up. Let me pull out my trusty dusty calculator. Okay, 2 times 2 is 4, and then 2 plus 2 is 4. I don't know. Look, I said it right the first time, but it sounded crazy because how can a number plus the same number equals the same number as that number times itself? I don't know. Anyways, back to what we're talking about. There's a difference between me telling you 2 times 2 is 4, and you yourself figuring out and finding out why 2 times 2 equals 4. It's the difference between me telling you, hey, the first 3 seconds of your video, you want to make sure that you have a good hook and you reel them in and it's captivating so that they can stay. There's a difference between that and you yourself making content and figuring out like, yo, whenever, the beginning of the video is a bit more interesting, a bit more intriguing, my watch time, my engagement, my watch duration, it increases. There's a difference. And we can only truly understand and grasp through experience. You guys have heard it. Don't be in analysis paralysis. You watching all these videos, taking in all this information on how to do a certain thing, when really the best way of learning how to do that certain thing is just doing it. Doing it, failing, messing up, trying again. Simple. And yeah, man, that's really what I want to, give to you guys today before we go over the numbers tomorrow and reflect back and see, how do we compare this week to last week? Maybe not that, but more so just like an update of what the numbers are looking like. I know what they're looking like on this channel. They're looking good. They're looking out of this world. I did not expect that. But we're gonna do a deep dive tomorrow. But yeah, man, embrace the struggle. Embrace the process. Trust the process, because it is within the process that you are transformed into the person that is ready and equipped and has earned the success that's coming your way. Even the gentleman in the clip that I showed, he also said, with some individuals, their talent ascends them to a level that their character can't sustain them. Meaning, let's say, for example, in sports, there's an individual that is talented on the field. Homie knows how to throw that football. He knows how to run it. He's talented. He's gifted. But then he gets into an arena where he's around other just as talented individuals. Now, what comes into play is his character, is his work ethic, is what he believes in and how hard he's willing to work to stay in that place, to stay in that position. Because if he continues to just rely on his talent, he's in a space and place where everybody got that. That don't mean much. He's going to fall by the wayside. And so, if we, learn to indulge and what's that word? It's kind of like bathe. If we learn to, love and embrace the process, it will teach us and help us grow and become the person that when success hits, when success comes knocking on our door, when that dream that we've been working towards and we've been wanting for so long finally makes its appearance, we're ready for it. We can open that door and let it in, and it will stay. And yeah, man. So no matter how long it's taking you to get from point A to point B, don't worry about it, man. It's teaching you. It's helping you grow. It's getting you ready to get to point B. So yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in, liking, subscribing, commenting, watching the video. We're growing, all of us. And thank you again. I hope you guys have a beautiful remainder of your day, and I will see you all tomorrow.